Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you the productivity tricks on the REALME Neo7. Alright, so let's begin. So let's open up our settings and let's begin. We want to find the accessibility and convenience, and let's begin with the AI Smart Loop. Okay, so in here, as you can see, we can share the screenshot, spin the loop, or enable quick functions in apps, or share the content. Alright, so I'm gonna show you how this works. For example, let's take the screenshot. Now we want to quickly grab it with our finger. Now let's place it on the right side of the screen. And in here, as you can see, we have enabled the loop. So in here we have a bunch of apps. And to get access to another app, gently slide to the above or to the downside. And as you can see, apps are currently switching. So now, what can I do with the screenshot? For example, I can put it into all of those apps. Maybe not all of them, but I didn't try that. But for example, notes work. You can release now. And this screenshot, as you can see, has been saved in the notes. Just to make sure, is it true? Let's open up our app. And as you can see, it has been successfully saved on our phone. Okay, let's take... Maybe not the screenshot. Let's create a new note and let's type some letters. Now let's select that with our finger. Now let's grab it and let's put it into the loop. And now, for example, let's point into the Google. Let's release. Oh, okay, it can't save the text. I don't know why. So let's try again, maybe in another app. Let's try with a Gemini. So let's release our finger. And as you can see, the text that I have just selected and placed it into the Gemini has been copied and automatically pasted into the Gemini. So in my case, in my opinion, it's a pretty cool feature. Alright, now let's go into the settings again. You can also click on Manage Apps and here add your own preferences, because the Smart Loop uses algorithms to recommend apps for you. But you can do this manually. Alright, now let's go with the sidebar, which is right in here. Make sure it's enabled. We can first open up the floating bar, and here we can select to hide the bar. To hide the bar right here, or not to hide. We can also adjust its size. You can see the changes on the right side of the screen. We can change the transparency. So now it's maximum volume, now it's on the half, and now it's minimum. Now it's barely visible because the sidebar is right in here, under my finger. We can change the position, up or down, or the side on the screen. It can be right, or it can be on the left. Alright, so when you open up the sidebar, we open it by gently sliding. In here we can open file doc, open recent files, take the screenshot, record the screen, translate the screen, or use the calculator, and many others. And under the all, as you click, we have all possible apps. Also, if you click on edit, you can manually add some more features into the bar. Then simply click on done, and then it will be saved. Alright, now as you open some apps from the sidebar, they will open in something called floating window. So now, as you can see, we can adjust the size of this window by gently grabbing on the edge of the window and then sliding on the screen with our finger. So in my opinion, this feature is the best for multitasking because I can adjust the size of it, I can place it wherever I want, and I can do still other stuff while my calculator is still on. So let's say I'm surfing the internet, I need to quickly count something, I just tap on the floating window, I can count my stuff, and then get back into the scrolling the internet. Okay, also, you can, just give me a second, I'll make it bigger. You can full screen the calculator by clicking on this icon right in here. Okay. And you can also minimize it by clicking right in here. But if you want to open it, gently slide the small icon and the floating window is on again. Alright, now let's go into the settings. We can also see the floating window in here. You can change also the control of it. It can be buttons or gestures, it's up to you. And also if you want, you can enable the tutorial. Okay, below we have quick hide window in game. We can enable that, and share via floating window. You can read what this means, and if you are interested in that, you can enable it. Okay, next thing is the split view. Okay, so we have three options how we can enter the split view. We have 3-finger swipe. We can do it via sidebar or from the recent text. I'm gonna show you all options. So let's open up, for example, the notes. Let's slide with our 3 fingers. And now we need to select another app. And now, as you can see, both apps are now running on our screen. And notes are above. Calculator is on the above. We can also adjust the size of it by gently grabbing this thin little bar. And we can adjust the size of those apps. So it's also really cool for multitasking. We can count, and we can basically almost write at the same time. We can quickly switch. So it's really good for productivity and for persons who work on their phones. All right. So we have opened the split view using the 3 fingers. Now let's try with the sidebar. I'm gonna grab the calculator. Now let's... sorry, I need to exit it first. All right. I'm gonna grab the calculator. Now I'm gonna drop it. And now I need to select the second app. So again, let it be notes. And the split screen is on. And the last option is through the recent apps. We have to click on recent apps. Now those 3 dots. And now the split screen. Okay, just like that. And now again, the second app. Boom, everything works. Also, I forgot, in the floating windows, we can also enable the floating window through the recent apps. Click on those 3 dots. And now we have notes in the floating window. All right. Also, we have the Gemini, which is right in here, and basically that's the AI. We can enable it by, we can enter Gemini through the app right in here on the home screen, but also we can use the power button, just like that. Hold for around, I don't know, half second, the phone will vibrate, and the AI will launch. You can also use your voice commands to give comments to the AI. You don't need to use your keyboard, but if you want to, you can of course do that. So let's say I am curious about something and I don't want to, manually find the answer to it. I can simply make it easier and ask the AI for the answer. So let's say I wonder who was the first man on the moon, because I forgot, I don't know, I want to get knowledge about that. I can simply ask the AI to know the answer. So let's ask him a question. Who was the first man on the moon? And now, as you can see, we have our beautiful answer. Alright, so this option also saves a lot of time, in my opinion. Okay, so that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.